Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I am joined now by Jim Birkemeier, which I just found out actually means tree master in German. And it's very fitting because he's the owner over at Spring Green Timber Growers. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks.
I'm excited to have you on the show. And first, I just want to talk about what makes your wood products different from the typical item found in store today.
We grow the trees ourselves.
Right.
So we have a forest, about 200 acres at Spring Green, and we just let the forest grow naturally.
That's awesome.
And as we got into the business because of oak wilt and Dutch elm disease and windstorms, so when a tree dies, we'll salvage some of them. We sawmill it, we dry it in a solar heated lumber kiln, and we make the products ourselves and sell them direct to consumers. So you really know where your wood's coming from through our business.
So kind of going off of that, that actually leads to my next question about why should people care about knowing where their wood products came from or the wood in each, piece?
It's a real mystery in the market. If people really knew the truth, most wood that you buy in the stores was illegally logged and processed on the other side of the world. And it's a bad thing for the planet, the people, and the economy, where if we support local business and use the wood that's right here instead of throwing it away, that it'd be probably the biggest economic boom for Wisconsin that we could use, we could have if we used our local wood.
Absolutely. And yeah, something that would probably, it's one of those things out of sight, out of mind that people don't think about, but you really should. You really should think about it.
The timber industry has always been very corrupt and very, the government gives the timber to the big corporations to build the economy. And it's kind of been that way for hundreds of years. And nobody really, the only reason I can really see this is I've been able to travel back to Brazil and Thailand and other countries where it's just developing, and then you kind of make sense of what happened here 100 years ago.
Wow, interesting stuff. And I know something you had mentioned as well was solar heated lumber dry kilns. What a name. This sounds super cool. How do they work?
We just use the sun's power to heat air and simply blow that through our wood, and it dries it almost for free. It's renewable. But the quality comes out so much better. Yeah. But the experts, if you go to the university or the forest products lab, they'll say, oh, they don't work. They're only for hobby use. But this has been the key to our success for 30 years. So we sell the design to woodworkers all over the world. Our solar kilns are in use all over the world. But if you ask an expert, they'll say, oh, that'll never work.
But you're living proof that it does.
Yes.
It does work.
Every day.
So what would you say is the most rewarding part of your business? I mean, getting to know you a little bit more before the show, you're extremely passionate, and we were talking about how it must have been fate that this is your career.
The best thing is to build your own house with wood that you harvested. But once you do that, then going into someone else's house and sharing is good. But what I like the best is putting people to work. Yeah. So I've got 10 people working today using just our dead and dying trees or street trees from Spring Green, and we're giving them a good job. They're able to make stuff, and everybody just loves working with wood if you have the real chance. So we use what other people would say is junk, what the industry would throw away, and we make a lot of money and put a lot of people to work and keep it all right in the community.
Now, kind of going off of that, you guys offer different training opportunities and for other forest owners and wood businesses too.
Yeah, my passion is to get everybody to use local wood. Yeah. And just to show that this is a real alternative, and it'd be so good for us. So we do monthly training, we do a week-long training program. We've got, everything's listed on the website, so there's, we just try to share with anybody that's interested that there's a better way to use timber, and that, to keep a small business, in business compared to sending your wood across the world to get processed in China or someplace else.
It's good for everybody.
Yes.
It sounds like. Now, before we go to day two, I want to talk about some of the things you brought. Obviously, just gorgeous stuff, but I want you to hold up those ornaments.
Okay, this is our biggest seller worldwide is Lasercut ornaments. And we have a huge variety, so you have to go on the internet to begin to see. But we can personalize them. We can put your name in wood. So we put your words in our wood.
I'll hold it up here. Okay. There you go. Perfect, so you guys can see them.
So we make them all different sizes, but as a landowner, this is so cool because it lets me sell every different species of my trees. Yeah. And commercially, walnut's the only thing that people want right now. Yeah. And maybe a perfect white oak. So this lets us sell all our wood and manage your forest much better.
Absolutely. Beautiful products and a beautiful purpose as well, and great things that you guys are doing over there. Again, this is Jim Birkemeier with Spring Green Timber Growers. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And we'll be back with more Talk of the Town right after this.